Hello everyone, welcome to Code Escuela, and we're back to our series in building Excel template into a Blazor application. And so, yeah, before we continue, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so that you get updated with our latest videos. And so, yeah, let's go jump straight back into it. And so, yeah, just a quick recap from where we left off. So we have uh let's just quickly run this our application and to see what we have done so far as a review. Okay, and so let me pull up the template that we were trying to replicate from. So this is our Excel uh, template. So this is for personal monthly budget uh, template. Okay, so let me pull up our application, and so far this is what our application would looks like. Okay, so yeah, side by side, yeah, seems to be uh, close, but so far all of these are just like for this home page we only have some dummy data here. There's no actual calculations that is being done here in real time. And then yeah, also including this different uh, budget categories with its individual budget items. And so from our previous video, we have painstakingly created each of these groups from housing to entertainment. Okay, let's focus in this one. So we have like 12 groups here so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so we have here set up all of these different groups, and we have also these entries. So we can now input values from these individual items, but the problem is that we cannot, or this isn't saved yet, so it does not remember the values that we have placed here. For example, in this case, yeah, so whatever value we have there does perform its calculations. Okay, you notice if we change values or add values, then these values also get calculated on the fly. But somehow when you move to a different page or different group, then yeah, all of those values get lost. Okay, that means that we have not yet found a way to save those values. So let's jump back, okay, into working our code. Okay, let's stop this for a moment. So this is the console. Let's Control C, turn this off. Okay, I don't know why if you Control C on the console, it stops quite slow as compared to just closing it and stopping the application. All right, so let's close all of these. Let's just close all of these. Close all tabs. And then let's just focus on the first one, the housing. It's what we have here. First one, the housing budget items. So for us to do this one, we need to like have some sort of service that would store this data. So we have model, then let's add a new folder here. Services, and then here let's add class. What should we name this one? Hmm. Uh, budget service. Yeah. If you have any suggestions or thoughts while we're on while we're doing this project, please let me know in the comment section. Help me out on this one. Okay. So with budget service, first off is uh, okay. Instead of having this set of items initialized here in our housing page itself, let's move this one to our service. Okay, let's add a public and a list of budget item, and then uh, housing housing items, or let's just yeah, let's just name it housing items. Okay, then let's move this one. Let's just move this. uh let's add it in our constructor to initialize. uh Housing, let's do this. Let's copy paste and then okay. Let's move this. It's now called housing items. Now we have our housing items. uh Maybe we should only just, yeah, let's do that. Let's make it simple. So now we have private z y. So now we have list of budget items, budget item, uh housing items. Okay, then from there, hmm, from there, let's inject check budget service, budget service. Let's move the namespace. Okay, now we have access to our budget service. Then it's equal to budget. Why is now? It's quite slow. Budget service dot housing items. Okay, it's wrong. It's complaining of something. Cannot reference a non-static. Ah, okay. That's weird. So, field initializer cannot reference the non-static field method. Oh, okay. So it's supposed to be checked. Let's do this as public static. Okay. Now that's there. Then let's change this. Cool. Now let's inject our service here. Services. Add singleton type budget service. Okay. Okay. So let's try running this one. Nope. Got an error. Does not exist. Up. Since we changed it, let's rename this into housing items. Okay. Errors. Okay, none. Let's run again. Hope this time it works. So let's navigate to housing. Exception thrown is not an object. Okay, somehow we have it's null. Hmm. Uh, just service. We have an error. Okay, and so it's uh, it's, dealing with statics. So service only wants statics. Uh, it's this private. It's only return get. Hmm, sure. Ah, public private. Static. Oh, okay. Is this not okay? Let's try again. Saying, yep, you have still the same result. Let's change the values. Let's move the statement. Saying it's gone because kept uh returning the same thing. Uh, hmm, it's the only once. Let me pull up. Sorry. See injection. Let us take a quick look. Might have forgotten this one. Full services, add client services at singleton. Singleton, single instance of the service. Okay, but it still does this just via the interface, so that it's a singleton, but let's just stop this for a moment. So add a single instance. Hmm. Uh, let's let's just turn this into, let's run this via an interface so that it's much easier to pull up things here. In this case, we were dealing with static stuff. Okay, let's try that. So, says service jet service. So jet uh, housing should be housing items. Oops. Get housing items. Okay. Then in our budget service, let's a budget service. Let's format. Let's let's remove this first. We have already static. Okay. So let's add a backing variable for this one. Backing field. There's no option for that. Okay. See, using items. Set this now. Housing item is now. Return that shit. Return the items. Let's return housing items. Okay, cool. I don't know if you agree with me with this one, but yeah, let's just try this. Okay. So now we have that. Next is change our singleton to yes. So we have an option of, so you have several options. You have uh, the interface type and then the actual implementation. So now let's just add here I Jet service like that, and then I think we're all good. Okay. Okay. Should be I budget service. I budget service. Says this one. That budget service. Dot using items. Is it complaining? Hmm. Why is this complaining that we cannot reference non-static? It's weird. Answer to this one. Ah, still remove the I and comment the line in constructor. Okay, so let's do that in our on initialized. Oh, on initialized. On initialized. Let's do that. Let's move this. No. Using items is equal service the using items. Okay, that should work. Let's try running again. Okay, we have housing. Let's add some values. Okay, back, move to a different page or group and then go back. Oop, still lost. Why? Why is it lost? Since we're having. Is it really lost? Not saved? Running on a singleton. So let's try. It's indeed no. Ah, I still no. If we're running on a single instance, let's add singleton. Should be storing these values. We should add this in the constructor. Okay, let's add constructor. Set using items is equal using items. I feel so dumb. So let's go to housing. Housing is good. It's initialized. Let's set some values. Move to and go housing. Let's inspect. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I guess this one works. Hmm. All right. Okay. Okay. So now we have option of our data being saved. Let's add set these values. Okay. Let's go to a different group, category, go back to housing. Yep, values are still there. Seems to be working fine. It's all good. So now what we could do next is move this over each of the page over. So now, so do that for each of those 12 items, which is kind of not way of doing. Again, we'll that option of going copying and pasting all of this and adding it into our budget service for each of those items. Uh, Maybe we could try storing these items as like a key value pair of some sort. Okay, statement. Condense this into one single page. Then have the option of choosing different category. Could work. Okay. So if some of you, or you might be thinking, yeah, we could easily do this as a database, straight into implementing a database, and then just using EF Core or whatever type of libraries that we can use, connect into our database. Yeah, we can do that, but yeah, I guess let's just do the long process, or the long ones, or the harder ones to accomplish it. So let's make this like slowly progress into that point wherein it's like a full-on database application. But for now, yeah, let's just try and learn something from this one. So I think what we need to do is, within this budget service, let's group this all of these items from each of the individual pages. You have your 12 groups, right? Or 12 categories of budget items. Each of these one, let's store all of the data or the items from there into this single budget service, and then pull up from there. So now we have uh do is, how do we store that? So we have Okay, let's do a value, or let's try a dictionary. We could also use a list of key value pairs. Let's just try using a dictionary. That work? Dictionary key, and then string category, and then a list of budget item. Okay. Uh, we have much more general budget items variable. Let's just initialize that here head on, and then uh, we could here is adding this. Okay, so now we have initialized our budget items. So we have budget items, add string key of housing, then items for our housing. Let's close this one up. Cool. And then our housing we do now is return querying for housing items. You just budget items dot get. How do we access a dictionary? Ah, see. Housing. Oh, yeah. So it's index type index. Okay, that should work. Let's try. Okay, so we still have our interface. It's not being changed, but the implementation behind it, we have already changed it. So from specific uh, list of budget items specifically, then we've turned it into a dictionary. So now we can pull it by its key, which is this string housing. Let's try running again. See if it still works as usual. Okay, housing, yep, still works. Change some values. Okay, move to a different group and then go back. Yep, still have our values. Yeah, seems to be working fine. Now, what we could do next is let's add the rest of the groups here. Okay, so from our Excel sheet, we have, let's add the rest of entertainment. This one. Okay, oops. Budget items, add entertainment. Oops. Okay, it's cool. Alice is kind of slow here. Okay, now we have entertainment. So we will do for each of these groups. Let's make this more compact. Let's do this a single line so that we don't save space. So just budget item. entertainment. Cool. Okay. Next would be transportation. Transportation. Let's copy these. See. Ah, easily do this. Transportation. Let's replace these with see. Okay. Ah, before we forget, let's also modify the page while we're updating our budget service. Okay. Let's inject service budget service stuff up budget items would be up. Oops, sorry. Service the where are we at? Entertainment. It's wrong. Let's go back. Service. Okay, I forgot. Forgot to update our C entertainment items. Cool. Budget service the entertainment items. Nice. Oh yeah, shouldn't be doing that. Should be doing it in our one of our life cycles. So see now sit here that a entertainment. Okay, we're all good with entertainment. Let's move to transportation. Let's add this. Let's add each of these items of transportation items, loans, next, insurance, taxes, taxes. Okay, next, would we have savings or investments? Savings or investments, items, pets, pets, gifts and donations. Gifts and donations. Personal power. Those. Okay. Personal care. And lastly, legal. Right. One of them. Budget service, transportation. Let's see. Ah, there's much faster way. Let's control dot, implement interface, and then we fill up the missing. Okay. So this is one way of doing this. Lambda initialization. Could do that. Transportation. C. Just like that. Set this now. Set it in our initialized. Let's inject it here. Using why things are slow when it comes to doing the Blazor stuff. License doesn't seem to be. Let's do that. Come on. Let's just do this. Yeah, still complaining. Already pulled this up. What is wrong? Getting this error. Budget service, housing. Ah, dummy. I inject. Yikes. That's transportation items. Transportation items done. Next would be items. Is it correct? Let's see. Okay, have that. Let's change the loads. Let's inject service. Okay, let's pull that up here. Set it in initialization method. SQL budget service dot phone items. Okay, it's done. Let's go back. Assurance items. Assurance. See. Assurance. Oops, what is wrong? Back here. Let's just copy and paste this one. See. Check items. Insurance items. Cool. This would be access. Let's go to access. Set back access. Let's inject again. What's wrong with IntelliSense? Let's head back here. Let's cut paste. Access. Oops, I didn't meant to run it. Sorry. Oh, how do you close this window? Let's close. Never mind. Let's just keep it open. Next would be guidance. But checked again. Okay. What? My camera somehow is frozen. I did not notice. Okay. Is this for a bit here? What happened to my fix? Somehow something's wrong. Okay. Ah, so let me just quickly fix my issue with my camera here. Okay, we're back. Yep, I did not notice there that uh my camera has been frozen for quite some time. Did not notice. Sorry about that. So please bear with my face stuck at that uh, frame for quite some time, but yeah, just ignore that during that portion of the video. So let's continue. Where were we? We have food. Let's go back here. Next would be, oops, I forgot. items. Next is, mm, okay, we're close finishing this one. Savings or investments. Let's go savings or investments. Service, savings and investment. Okay, let's again inject it here. Service. Let's pull this up. Let's copy this here. Savings or investments. It's good. Next is pets. Pets. Okay. Let's check it here. Checked. Okay, that's done. Next, have gifts and donations. Gifts and donations. Let's see. Oops. Copy it. Okay. Gifts and donations. And inject it here. Check this. Gifts. Okay. Finally, the last one. Equal items. Only. So, here again, inject our service. Initialize here. Just copy and paste. Dot legal. Okay. Whew. Was quite a lot of copying and pasting. I know. Please bear with me. I hope you don't mind this approach, but yeah. So now we have set up all of our individual categories. Let's try running in it and hope it still works. Okay, let's go to housing, loans, insurance, taxes, food, savings, pets, gifts and donations. personal care, legal. Cool. Yeah, seems to be working fine. Set some values, whatever value. Entertainment. uh, Values are still there. Back. Transportation doesn't seem to work. Oh, okay. It's C. C transportation. Transportation. Let's go to get service. Ah, hmm. So that's because it's totally wrong approach, isn't it? So we only have up until entertainment. Transportation would be gone. We're storing it in our dictionary. Housing, entertainment, transportation, but it should be. But then we've overridden it here. Yeah. So not a good way. So transportation. So we're doing it wrong. It's kind of dumb for me. It was transportation. So that wasn't quite cool. Now we're only closer to where set. So let's move this here. Now loans. Let's go. Okay. Loans. Okay. Uh, loans. This one. X. One. Move this here. What's this? Insurance. Insurance. Okay. Insurance. So I've learned that, yeah, this one is always initialization. Access. Taxes. savings, investments. Okay, pets, pets. Finally, eagle. Okay. Whew. Again, some time to move this here. So now we have our initialization code. Okay, let's try running again. See if this works. Housing, entertainment, education loans, insurance, taxes, savings, pets, gifts, personal care, legal. Let's try adding numbers, setting the values, personal care back. Yeah. Now this time around seems to be working fine. Personal care is gone. Okay, let's check personal care. Personal care. Ah, missed this one. Checked. Personal care. Might have missed this one. Let's stop this first. Personal items 1, 6, 7. Yeah, 11. Okay, personal care. Right. personal care items service has. So let's remove this. Personal, personal care. Let's go see. Is this not showing? Space. Okay, cool. It should work. Let's try running again. So let's just test each of the category if values are being stored. Transportation, insurance, access, savings, pets, gifts and donations, personal legal. Seems to be working fine. Okay, click here. Okay, so yep, seems to be data's getting uh, stored. So now what we could do is so now we have all of our groupings, uh, all of the data for our budget items are all in a single place in this budget service, and then we are utilizing the budget service class via our iBudget interface, iBudget service interface. So that's how we inject the data into our uh, page component via this at inject directive. Okay, so specify our whatever services or uh, things that we need from our dependency injector, and then it will get we will get access to it in our component. So we do that by setting up our dependency injection in the program.cs file here. So I did it by adding this one. Okay, and so yeah, I might have missed that uh, you can't do initialization here from like that service. So I guess the static one approach would still be fine. You just have to do it here inside of these methods, not directly within this uh, outside of any methods. Okay, that's what I feel or think. Yeah, I have not quite sure though, but just let me know if I've missed something, missed some explanation for this one. But yeah, I think we'll just take a break for from this one. So we have like moved from like having our data stored in each of our page components in, and then we moved it into a service so that it's located in a single place, and now the values are getting stored in this service. So yeah, with our application that we have right now, you can go through the different groups of budget items and still have your data in it. Okay, all right. And then what else? So I think we'll just stop at this uh, stage in our application, and then we'll take a break and then continue developing or working on this one or improving this application. And yeah, I hope you've learned something from this one, and I hope to see you soon. And again, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. And yeah, uh, I will see you soon. And yeah, hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And thank you, everyone. Bye bye.